No fear, no quarter, no flipping gimmicks, no messing about. Salah keeps putting us #1 favourites to win the Premier League this season. I'm not falling for your tricks. So forget about trying to distract us from the game. Our focus is beating you on your home turf. We may not be firing the way we want to be right now. At the end of the day, we are Arsenal. This is your Liverpool versus Arsenal preview on Arsenal TV. Make sure you're subscribed and locked in. Let's get into this right now. Yes, people there, and welcome back to Arsenal TV. I am your host, Beanie, and this is the preview for Liverpool versus Arsenal, kicking off on Sunday at 4:30 p.m. at the Anfield in Liverpool. People, this is the first real big test of the season for Arsenal, and hopefully we can pass it with flying colours. Now, we're going to get into injury news. We're going to get in my thoughts and feelings around the game. We're going to get into potential lineups. I may do another predicted 11 video tomorrow after Mikel Arteta's press conference to find out if there are any surprise injuries that could come up, because you know with Arsenal, whether it's in training or in a game, there's always something that's going to come up, and Arsenal are doing much better at keeping secrets, so to speak, on team news and injury news before the game. So we're going to get into all of that, but before we get into all of that, make sure you like, comment and subscribe to Arsenal TV. Make sure you help this channel get up there, because we are going to get up there. We're 3 away from 400 subscribers, so people then help me out. Have a word with someone, and let's get to 400 subscribers. So people, let's get into this video now. Liverpool versus Arsenal at Anfield. We haven't won there since 2011, 2012. Was that Giroud? Was it a 2-1 or a 2-0? One of them. It's been a long time since we won at Anfield. Anfield is almost like the new Old Trafford, where it was a long time where we hadn't won at Old Trafford before. And in the last few years, we've got a couple of wins at Old Trafford. It's not the same fortress that it used to be. Now, Liverpool and Manchester United right now, two very different teams. Liverpool are the current champions of England. The respect must be there for the champions. So I'm not going into this game thinking just because I believe in my team and this, that and the other, I know the opposition that we are coming up against, but I know my team. But again, we haven't won at Anfield for the last 2025, 2011. So what's that? 14 years. It's been 14 years since we've beaten Liverpool at Anfield. Even when we faced them in the FA Cup or any League Cup games or this, that and the other, we haven't beaten them at Anfield. We've only drawn or lost. I believe that can change this Sunday, and I'm going to explain why I think it can. But first of all, we know that Saka is going to be a very big injury miss for that game. Picked up a hamstring injury in the Leeds win in the second half and came off. But we know that it's not going to be as long as first feared. Obviously, injured his hamstring. We know we injured his hamstring before heavily, but he's only going to be out for around 3 to 4 weeks. So he'll be back after the international break and hopefully back for Nottingham Forest. If not, he may be back for City or Newcastle, one of those games. Someone else who also is going to be missing that game and for a longer period is Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz is going to have knee surgery. That was confirmed today, and David Ornstein said something like he's going to miss a single digit number of weeks. He's going to miss a single digit number of weeks. Now for me, that can range from 1 week to 9 weeks. It's the knee. But they're saying it won't be weeks, it's only a matter of months. No, they're saying it won't be months, it's only a matter of weeks. But 6 weeks is still a month and a bit. 8 weeks is 2 months, you know what I'm saying? And this is that and the other. So we're going to find out what the situation is. So there's no Kai Havertz, there's no Saka. Odegaard still remains a doubt with his shoulder. He has been called up to international duty though, which is key for New Way. He has been called up to international duty. So it's going to be interesting to see what Arteta says tomorrow at the press conference and see if he is available. He may be touch and go for Sunday. But if Odegaard is not playing, then there is someone else that can definitely go into his position that I think will do very, very well. And we all know that it's man like Eberici Eze. We're going to talk about Eze in a second. So potential lineups for tomorrow. Obviously, we know Raya's going to be going, and it's a question of what we're going to go with, because you got Salah, and who's the other one on the wing for Liverpool? I can't remember right now. My brain's gone. But either way, fullbacks are going to have a tough time, especially that left back. Who am I going to put up against Salah? And you know what? If Timber's fit and Ben White is fit, I'm putting Timber left back and Ben White right back. In my opinion, that's what I would do. I need someone that is combative and that can handle Salah. And I believe Timber can handle Salah, because he was handling Salah in the, was it 2-2? Was it 2-2 at the Emirates? I think it was winning. Timber comes off in the second half. Zinchenko comes on, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. Do you know what I'm saying? So I would put Timber left back for the battle of Salah, in my opinion. I don't know what you lot think. Let me know in the comments below. But the way we attack this game, I feel like we attack this game via the wings. And this is where the wings are important. This is why I want a proper left winger. So it's going to see what happens. But I think we attack the wings. I think we attack Kirkes, and we attack... Is it going to be Conor Bradley because Frimpong is injured now? So is it going to be Conor Bradley on the right, Kirkes on the left? That bit right there, their fullbacks, target them. I feel like Gyökeres is going to have a tough time in the middle against Van Dijk and Konate. So you target the wingers, target the fullbacks. Get the balls out wide, swing it into the box, or even pull it back to the edge of the box and have someone crashing in like a Declan Rice or an Eze who can shoot from the edge of the box as well. We're going to have to be a bit more creative with what we do. Targeting Gyökeres is not going to be easy. He can pin back defenders. We've seen that. We've seen him pin back a defender or two, but Van Dijk and Konate are a different kettles of fish in their own right. And we saw that Gyökeres had a tough time with the lit on the first game of the season, but the man there's still finding his feet. He's absolutely still finding his feet. So we will see what happens on that front. Do I think we can win the game? Absolutely. Absolutely, I do believe we can win the game. It's how we attack that. We have the defense, we have the midfield. We almost have the attack. The attack is so close to being finished. It's so close to being finished. But I do believe we can go to Anfield and absolutely win this game. I'd be very disappointed if we got a draw. And I say that because, not because I expect us to win, but I expect us to give our all, and I expect our defense to hold out. Absolutely, I do expect our defense to hold out. Even if we concede a goal, I don't expect us to concede more than one goal. We don't concede more than one goal in most games as it is anyway. The last time we conceded 2 goals in a game, in terms of the season, we conceded 2 against PSG in the Champions League. We don't concede more than 2 goals a game much anymore. That's a very big thing. So I've seen people make wild predictions online. I've seen people predicting a 4-2 and this, that, and the other. I'm like, yo, I'm talking about Liverpool beating us 4-2, and that was AGT. On to you. Anyway, what do I think is going to happen? Well, this is where the video is going to cut here, because I'm going to go into tomorrow to find out what the injury news is going to be, and then we are going to find out the predicted 11, and I'm going to do a little diagram of literally what I've explained to you. I'm going to show you a diagram on the tactics board of what I think how Arsenal should literally attack this game. So let's go back to home. And we are back. Now, Mikel Arteta has had his press conference, and as I said, we have now found out the full prognosis, or as much as we do know, on what the team is going to be. And this is going to help my predicted 11. And obviously, we know who's going to be starting and not starting. Already, he confirmed that Saka is out for a not prolonged amount of time, not for the same time as Kai Havertz. Saka will be out for a few weeks. He will be back after the international break. How soon after the international break? Mikel Arteta was very, very coy on that in the press conference. He didn't necessarily give a time frame, but in my estimation, he should be back after the international break, fit and firing. He can get as much rest as he needs now, because we do have cover. We've got Madueke that can play there. Worst case scenario, if Madueke gets injured, we got Wanyeri, then we got Dalman. Because Eze can help out in the 10 role where Odegaard is. And also, since we're talking about Odegaard, we might as well get onto Odegaard. Odegaard has not trained all week. This is what Mikel Arteta said in his press conference yesterday. He hasn't trained all week since the injury, still feeling some discomfort. He may have a final training session today. No, he may have his first training session today, and he'll be touch and go for the game at Anfield. So in my estimation, if he hasn't trained all week and he might train tomorrow, he's not starting. In my opinion, there's no way he can start at Anfield. I'd rather Odegaard be on the bench and someone else start. We're going to get into that. So his injury is not as terrible as first feared. When he went down, it could have been a dislocated shoulder, a sprain, fracture, whatever it is, and this, that, and the other. But he got up, he played on, then he came off. He has been called up to his international squad for international duty in, I think it's World Cup qualifiers, or is it friendlies in September? It may be World Cup qualifiers, I'm not sure. But it's going to be important, and players are going to need to be fit. So Odegaard is a doubt for the Anfield trip. Kai Havertz. Arteta confirmed yesterday that Kai Havertz is going to be out for a long time. And you know what? He was right to be annoyed, because that's Ben White injured, Kai Havertz, Saka, Odegaard injured at the moment already. Kai Havertz, Ben White, Saka, and Odegaard would probably all be starting this game if Arteta could have his way, bar Havertz maybe, Gyökeres. But then again, with the defenders of Gyökeres and Konate, would Arteta possibly have started Havertz today? There's potential for that. I wouldn't put that out of his mind, because I believe there are going to be some games where Havertz starts, some games where Gyökeres starts. I feel like Gyökeres should start most games, in my opinion. But Havertz is going to be out for between 8 to 12 weeks. And that just depends on how his rehab goes and how much time he takes. And hopefully he doesn't get another aggravation of his injury. He was back on the surgery table. Unfortunately, this is why he's going to be out for a prolonged period. And it's just seen as the best thing to do. Apparently, Kai Havertz had never had an injury before he came to Arsenal, and look at his career. So is it training methods? Is it because so much more is now being asked? There's pressure. Pressure creates tension, and that creates tension in muscles. Muscle gets like this, whether it was the knee, but all injuries. When there's tension, you're more likely to get injured. And there is tension right now amongst Arsenal, not in the sense that it's swallowing up the fan base, but in the sense that we want to win, and the margins are so fine. So everything is key. And last but not least, Norgard, White, and Trossard are all doubts for Anfield. Norgard, White, I'm kind of worried about. Norgard, I'm worried about, because we only recently just signed him. We've only seen him in pre-season. He hasn't played 1 minute of Premier League football yet. That's not good for me. It's a worry. Again, White, kind of a worry, but these are niggling injuries, and they're not. I feel like this squad will be fully fit after the international break, bar a few. Someone else on the injury front that's good to be back training at the Reality Centre is Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus, we are happy about. He's back running on the pitch, getting some touches of the football again. Still won't be ready for another few months. December at the earliest, in my opinion. So that's Gabriel Jesus still injured. Havertz, Saka, Odegaard, White, Trossard, Norgard. It's a lot of injuries. It's a lot of 7 injuries already. But we still have a strong enough squad to go to Anfield, in my opinion. And let me tell you my starting 11 as of right now. But before I even tell you that, people, make sure you smash the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on the video, and make sure you comment down below of your thoughts in this video. And now, I can see the starting 11 looking at me right now. I've already got it in my mind. I said that I'd rather put Timber left back, White right back if I could start this game. Can't do that now because White is a doubt, and he's probably not even going to start the game either. So I've had to do some rejigging. But this is the team that Arteta's going to go with, and I'm going to put it here so you can see. You should be able to see it right now. If you can't see it, then this is embarrassing. So we're going with Raya in goal. Number 1, comfortable keeper in his box, great commander, and he's starting. He's one of the best keepers in the league. He's not the best keeper in the league yet, in my opinion, but I feel like he can absolutely get there. The way he commands his box, and makes me calmer as an Arsenal fan when I see him in goal, whether it's corners, long balls, covering his area. He makes me very confident. He does have these lapses in concentration once in a while, where he likes to come out of his box and thinks he's a centre back. Relax, David Ray. I don't want to see none of that in this game. Solid goalkeeping only, please. None of that crazy stuff. Right back, we are going Jurrien Timber. He's been brilliant. He's had a brilliant start to the season. First game against Man United and then scoring 2 goals last week against Leeds. He's had a brilliant start to the season. So he's starting at right back. You know what I'm going with at centre back. It's simple. Rock and Stone. Saliba and Gabriel at centre back. The best defensive partnership in the league. Better than the partnership of Konate and Van Dijk. But they're not champions yet. And every player I'm about to name deserves to win something this year at Arsenal. So that's the centre back options. Left back. This is my problem because this is the one that's going to face Salah. I don't think Skelly's there yet. Ideally, like I said, I would have wanted to put Timber here. Not there yet. Hincapie could play there soon, but he's not signed yet. So the person I'm going to put there who's actually had a decent start, a good start to the season, is Ricardo Calafiori. Scored against Manchester United. He scored against, was it Calafiori? Calafiori scores against Manchester United, I believe. I could be so wrong. Lord have mercy. But he's had a good start to the season. A marauding left back. Likes to get forward and attack. But your defensive duties have to come first this game. They have to come first this game. Don't want to see it. Yo, we'll talk. Anyway, in the 6, we're going Martin Zubimendi. Be that same combative midfielder I've been seeing at the start of the season, but as well, get those passes out to your right winger, to your left winger, to your striker. Gotta make those plays because you can do it. I'm only asking you to do it because I've seen that you can do it. It's going to be, that midfield battle is going to be interesting because they'll have Szoboszlai, Wirtz, in there probably McAllister as well. So, Rice, who's going to be in the 8, I'd probably want Rice on Wirtz. I need Eze to watch McAllister and Szoboszlai, Zubimendi and all of that business. The midfield is going to be interesting. So I think I just said it there. Eze starting this game. Eze starting at Anfield. As I said, Odegaard has not trained. He's not trained. Eze's been training and trying to put in the extra work to make sure that he's fit and ready for Anfield. I'd start Eze. Give them something else to worry about. Eze is a different mold to Odegaard. He's a better shooter, better free kick taker, better technical player, in my opinion. In my opinion. If you want to shoot me down in the comments, do what you need to do. On the right wing, we're going Noni Madueke. It would have been Saka. We know that, but we're going Noni Madueke on the wing. For the 15 minutes we saw against Leeds, even though it was brief, he looked good. Can he do the same thing against Kerkez? I believe so, because I've heard that he did the same thing to Kerkez when he was at Chelsea last year versus Bournemouth. So, we will see. On the left wing, well, it's not going to be Eze. It is going to be Martinelli, because Trossard is a doubt. We don't have any other left wingers. Martinelli is our only left. Oh, Martinelli is our only left winger for this game. Potentially. But he loves a game against Liverpool. This is true. Martinelli loves a game against Liverpool. So you know what? Not so mad about that. Skin Connor Bradley. Skin him. He's probably going to be the right back to start. So skin him, please. And then up front, of course, G14, Victor Gyökeres will be starting down the middle. He's going to have a tough time against Konate and Van Dijk. That is no stretch of the imagination. But he will get an opportunity. He will get at least one clear-cut opportunity. Take it. And have as much chances as we can generate. That would be brilliant. Madueke, Martinelli, you're going to have key games. Pin down your fullbacks, please. And make sure Rice and Eze are getting in, crashing the box as well. I need them crashing the box. I do need that. I need Arsenal to be strong. I need Arsenal to believe that they can go and win at Anfield because I believe it. The players need to believe it too. Arteta needs to believe it. Our defense is strong. Our midfield is strong. Our attack is strong-ish. but we will get there. So that's the predicted 11. I'm going to fly through it again one more time. David Raya in goal. The back four of Timber, Saliba, Gabriel and Calafiori. A midfield three of Zubamendi, Rice and Eze, with the attacking three with Martinelli on the left, Madueke on the right, and Victor Gyökeres up front. And my prediction for this game, I would love to beat Liverpool 5-0 at Anfield, but it's not going to happen. So the first 20 minutes, it'll be about jousting, it'll be a boxing match, it'll be a very technical, fun boxing match. But it'll be 0-0 for about the first half an hour. It'll probably be 0-0 going into the first 45 minutes. But I am predicting a 1-0 win to the Arsenal. And who's going to score? Who's going to score? Rice, Eze, Zubi, Gala, Gabi, Saliba. Do you know what? I've just noticed? I'm looking at the back four. Calafiori, Gabriel, Saliba, Timber, they've all got a goal on them. They've all got a goal in them. All of them. Saliba can have a goal in him sometimes. Gabriel, we know Gabriel, he was our top scorer at one point last season. Lord have mercy. Calafiori, we know he's got a goal in him. Our defense have goals in them. But I want Declan Rice. I think Declan Rice is going to get the goal. So I'm going 1-0 to the Arsenal, away to Anfield. People, let me know your predictions in Let me know your predictions down below. Let me know what teams you would put out as well. What would be your team? Is this the same team that you would put out? Is this the same predicted team that you think Arteta will go with? Or do you think he may go with something else? Do you think he might put Skelly at the back for left back instead of Calafiori? Let me know in the comments below. Love and guidance, people. I'll be back later today with my Champions League review, and then tomorrow it's the big one. Also, I will be down at the Box Park with AFTV in Shoreditch, so make sure you keep your eyes out for that. Match reaction will be out after the game as well. And let's hope we can get this win at Anfield. It's been way too long. Love and guidance, people. Peace.